my god, why can't I hear anything? I'm pressing every single button to fix this. Nothing's working. This remote just doesn't work. Why can't I fix this? What is going on? Oh my god.
Whoa, relax there, darling.
What?
It's because they're muted.
What?
They're muted. You have to
What do you
unmute them.
mean?
Watch. Welcome to the interview with the muted monkeys.
Oh.
It's the muted monkeys, mother. Welcome to another episode of NFPete. My name's Pete, aka the Film Boss, and today we have a special episode with the muted monkeys. That's right, I got a chance to interview co-founder. His nickname is Ged. He goes by Quentin, and we got a chance to talk to him about this design-driven NFT project. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Give a damn about it when I feel like it.
With a thriving ecosystem, the highly coveted Dirt token, limited edition collaborations, auctions, giveaways, and more, Multiworms continues to wiggle a trail for NFTs on the MultiVAC Blockchain. So Ged, welcome. And it's a pleasure to have you. I've been a big fan of muted monkeys. Just to give a little background, muted monkeys ranging from classic geometric forms to abstract and surreal structures. Muted monkeys is a collection of 1,667 vibrant muted characters. And tell me a little bit about the designers, yourself and Alex on the team, and how'd you meet and how'd you get into NFTs?
Ged is actually a nickname. So my name is Quentin. So Alex and I are very good friends from college. We met on a school project and we've stick together ever since. Alex is more of a UX designer. So he really focuses on the experience users have with products or services. I'm more of a graphic designer, so I'll be using visual elements to communicate ideas. And I guess we work well together because we're as curious. We're both as curious about technology and user interfaces as we are about people and purpose. So before really focusing on design itself, we're both working in the advertising industry for about 6 years. So we helped companies in spending their advertising budget. This is really how we got into designing and when we kind of really started to enjoy it. And when we saw the first NFT projects launching, the way they were building this new kind of community and how much people were proud of it, we thought it was super cool and we started to think about it. And in the meantime, I guess we discovered MTV. We thought it had great potential. We ended up investing in April or March of 2021, so pretty much in this price range, maybe a little higher. We then followed the project much closer, and when we heard about the first NFT marketplaces, it became the perfect timing to really combine the useful and the pleasant.
Why was it the right choice for muted monkeys? I mean, did you feel like it was just because it was something you were invested in, you love the technology, or was there something specific about it that you really felt good about?
Beyond the fact that we were financially invested in the project, we really liked how the community was evolving. It's still a pretty small community, but it looks like one big family. And I guess we really wanted to actively take part in the community and help develop the ecosystem, at least as we could. And of course, we really wanted to share our passion for design in general to everyone.
I mean, this community is amazing. I had a doctor send me the #1 muted monkey. I still can't believe that. Shout out to Dr. Cellar, without a doubt.
Omar, so long.
Yeah, the man.
The brothers are incredible.
Yes.
When I first looked at this stuff, I was like, oh, how could there be thousands of these? There's no way that there's going to be able to keep up the variety here. And it's amazing how many textures and stuff that you could get in there. So explain a little bit about your use of textures, pop color, and all that kind of stuff behind the design of Muted Monkeys.
The first goal of Muted Monkeys was really about creating this quality and unique work. We've spent 3-4 months approximately on the design. I think with what made it pretty interesting in the process that we did use all these softwares. We started using Sketch when we were creating the wireframes. So this is really where we started creating the body or the base of our project, so the shapes mainly. We then needed a more powerful tool that had more functions, more options, more plugins to it. So we started using Photoshop on the side, mainly to work on the textures and patterns. And compared to Photoshop and Sketch, Figma is collaborative interface design tool. So as it's cloud-based, teams can work together much faster. we really wanted to have all the characters to have the same shape, to keep it simple but surely more recognizable. But we also wanted each character to be and feel unique. So we really worked on differentiating them with pop colors and textures. So
Man, it's amazing how simple it is, but how diverse it is as a collection. I mean, it's a love because you just keep seeing it up, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen that one. And what's that? And but the design, as you mentioned before, isn't actually what brought me to the community. It was the community, man. I love your guys, the way you built the community, your response to it, and everything like that. Talk a little bit about that aspect and this impressive community you guys have developed.
So when we started out, we really wanted to adopt a community first approach. So one of the key components of any successful project, whether it's in NFTs or any other business, is the community that really forms around it. And the power of community in NFTs is unlike anything we've seen before. We have and will always have our community and holders' best interest at heart. We feel very fortunate to have a great and very positive community that believes in our ability to do so. And so we're very thankful.
You guys have made, to me, one of the best commitment for rewards to your holders. I mean, just even during minting was crazy. We're getting free ones during the mint once you were over 10 and then 20. But talk about this whole rewards process and how it works and how it helped the minting conclude.
People invest their time, they invest their money, they share their thoughts, their fears, their ideas, they collaborate with each other. So it felt pretty fair to reward them for taking part in the project. So we designed this reward program where holders were rewarded each time we reached a new milestone. So with this mechanism, we've managed to reward, I think, a little more than 50% of our holders with almost 500,000 MTV, both in giveaways and rewards. And it's a win-win situation in the end, because holders are rewarded for taking part in the project, and it helped us tremendously in getting the collection fully minted.
Would you say there's a high percentage, because I know I did, of people who win those awards and put them right back into your project because they won them from you?
Yeah, surprisingly enough, I didn't think people would actually do it. But yeah, I think 80% maybe of people did actually do it, which is super motivating and interesting.
Yeah, and it keeps building. That's phenomenal. Talk about the current plans of growing the community. I know you guys have released some stuff and it looks amazing.
So I think the smartest option is to focus on organic growth. If anything, it's much more interesting to attract members that are actually like the overall idea of the Mutant Monkeys, rather than drive a lot of low quality traffic with a high bounce rate. Now that minting has concluded, we're thinking of different ways to keep rewarding our holders. Every holder of Mutant Monkeys will be able to earn premium access to all future projects, but at the moment we're still thinking about how we should implement it. We'd like it to be very efficient and sustainable. So we're taking the time to really think this through.
The website looks wonderful. You do have one of the better websites, and you're now on MTV Art, although the functionality is a little limited. And also you're on MTV Tools, which I love.
We didn't want to provide rarity before the minting was completed. For us, every muted monkey is equal. We like them all. So we really wanted to keep it for later on, and I think it also drives sales in the long term.
As an investor in these NFTs, what do you look for in other projects that kind of tells you that, hey, this is something that might be worth investing in?
Most certainly invest in the team. In any project, make sure they're active and they share what they're working on. I also personally like it when teams acknowledge about their weaknesses and strength. It actually shows how transparent and honest they are, which is essential for any project to succeed, really.
Tell me a little bit about what's going on. What's the future for Muted Monkeys, and what do we have to look forward to?
First of all, we'd like to thank everyone for their support so far. The community has been amazing. We've received very good feedback on the first collection, and we couldn't be more happy. So we have a few ideas in mind that we're currently exploring. As mentioned earlier, we'd like to keep rewarding our holders as we move forward. So we're thinking of different ways to do so. We're definitely thinking about creating additional collections, either an upgrade of our collection or collections in collaborations with other teams and individuals. Funny enough, we've actually received lots of messages from people from the MTV community who would love to bring in their skills and expertise and work with us on future collections. So
That's
that would be, yeah, that would be pretty cool to actually involve the community in the design process. I think one of our latest thinking exercises, so to speak, has been around the hybridization between the online and real world in NFTs. So we've really been thinking of ways to combine real life experiences with online NFTs. So we're not sure yet how we can actually do that at an affordable price. But we're thinking, we think this would be something pretty cool.
I saw a couple of projects doing apps now.
I think this is, very interesting for us. But if anything, we want to make sure to make smart moves. If we decide to create additional collections, we really want them to add value to our current holders. It'd be interesting if they want to be part of the decision-making process. So at the moment, we're still thinking about the feasibility and attractiveness of each solution and how interesting they could be from a holder's perspective. We're designers and we love what we do. So I don't think that we're looking to launch a game or a token, at least not now. If anything, we're more interested in building a strong brand and brand image around the project. Make sure to set realistic goals. Don't over promise, be transparent. And yeah, don't over promise on something, we know we can't really deliver. So
The long-term game.
the long term,
Instead of playing short term.
we have a long-term vision for sure, and the ambition to grow as a team, community, and a brand. And we would love, for everyone to take this journey with us.
Well, you've done an excellent job so far. The growth has been great. The community's phenomenal. I mean, everybody's excited, and I can't wait to see what's next. So thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate your time. I know you guys are very busy.
Big shout out to you, Peter. You're a truly valuable community member, always helping out for the community. So, thank you for having me on the show, and it was great to be able to chat with you.
I really appreciate it again, man. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. As always,
do your own damn research.
make sure you're comfortable with all the facts that you find out and all the decisions you make before you invest in any NFT project. Don't just listen to dumbasses like me,
Unless you like listening to dumbasses out there.
and then hit the subscribe button below. Talk to you soon.